remember what you saw the morning of September 12th, 2001? I don't know how it was where all of you were, but I do remember it being a very, very, very pretty morning, very much like this morning, 20 years later. I gotta say, this is one of the best sunrises I've seen in a very long time. And it really, really reminds me of 20 years ago. You know, he's got to announce his presence, because Bam Bam's girls are all over here. Yeah, Bam Bam, I think, is... Yeah, there he is. He's over in the corner, staring at Dino, going, "What are you talking about?" Getting ready to move this thing, and I think I'm going to try to run this line out and go across the bridge with it. But I unhooked the hose and threw it over here, and I looked over, and this little dude, he's screwing around up here. Yeah, they will get out of the water. He probably followed the stream up to this thing. And now there's no water flowing. Well, here, I'll give you an idea how big he is. There he is beside the Leatherman handle. His body is the full length of half the handle. Yeah, which is however many inches. 4 inches. So, he's not a bad size. He's after me now, though. I'm going to have to switch hands on the phone here, because I'm not going to pick him up with my left hand with 2 holes in my hand. Ooh. That's what I always love. Yeah, I'm going to put him back in the creek. He don't need to be up here. These buggers. And by the way, they've been finished for a while, but you know, last couple years has been really crazy trying to get dates for him to go to freezer camp. They were, I don't know, most of these guys have been finished for a month, and they got another 2 months before they can get butchered. Go figure. So just costs more to make some meat. Extra 2-3 months of feeding them. That's all your noise. It's hitting those branches. I figured I hadn't done anything here yet, so I've literally spent all freaking morning getting enough pipe to get over here. Spent, I don't know, half an hour fixing the end of one up so I could use it. And, you know, apparently number one's not going to show up today, so here it is, you know, going on 11 o'clock. Been done with this a couple hours ago with some help. And I still got to go feed cows. Gotta love it. Oh yeah, and here's what that beautiful sunrise left us. But where we're running more in the appropriate pressure range here, we're running right at 105, and that's all we got at the moment. Of course, the other day we were running 102 pounds, and it was just like this for half an hour, and then it went to spraying again. You know, 2-3 times to turn the pump on. I had to redo my chain because it was on the inside. That's the way it's been, and I just let it move too far, and with that loop in it, it was leaking like a sieve. So, yeah, short run, but what the heck. This really hasn't gotten squat for water right here, and I got it set. It's not going to get clear to the fence when it gets in here. It'll be to the fence till it gets past the boys there, and I really don't want to get it wet over here. I got to spread that dirt out a little bit and clean it up, and I don't need it sopping wet. I might end up doing that today. Hell, I don't know. The plan for part of that is to fill a couple of the holes out there that the moles have been kind enough to make. So, anywho, oh yeah, and you've noticed, tractor's not hooked up to it because I got it set. When it's in, it's going to be almost around to hit the maple tree, and yeah, I like to try to keep the tractor somewhat dry. Oh, I probably should start it moving too. I had it moving and then, yeah, had it set to move till I had to fix the line over here. I don't want to bring it in too fast, so I think I'll leave it about right there, which instantly cuts pressure to 102. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it don't leak too much here. Well, what do you see that's not like the others? Hereford cattle, blue heron, stork, crane, whatever you want to call him down there. Yeah. He's not spending near as much time in the creek as usual. Although he still is. I spook him out actually from over in there almost every morning. And yeah, remember how I said it wasn't leaking earlier? Well, you know, just dribbling. Yeah. Makes no sense. Other than I think it's a piss poor seal setup they got on it. So I guess we attempt to figure something different there. Oh yeah, there's the other cows. And about 20 minutes ago, the orb came out. And no, I haven't got anything done yet. Ended up talking to Mom for a bit, talking to Becky for a bit, and then she says, "Will you stay in here for a little bit?" So she laid down and used me as a pillow. I only lay there so long that way, so. And I figured this was going to be close to being in. And, yeah, while I'm waiting for that to come in, I'm going to go see what I can find for gophers poking their noses out. Okay, now you got to wonder. Little tree frog right there, middle of the screen. He's dressed up in Desert Storm camo. I got one squirrel. The other one went into that Oregon grape right down there, and there's 2 or 3 holes, so he's gone for a while. Not too bad though. Hey, I got a squirrel. See here. Yesterday, when that was running, I expect to see water there. It's not running. I think running's a big one down below. I did find a spot where there's water movement. I don't know if we got a mole that finally got in close enough or what, but right there, water be coming out of the ground. And if memory serves correctly, I think the T is right at that riser. I could be wrong, it could be one side or the other, but either way, that's a pretty straight line to it. And, you know, without going over there and measuring, that's about one length of pipe away. So, yeah, one more thing I gotta do. And until I move them somewhere, I'm out of places to irrigate at the moment, believe it or not. And that needs it again, but we're to the point in the year. Do I not irrigate that? Let that dry up a little bit, and try to run a little disc over that and get that smoothed up. You know, if I wait too long, it's going to be raining. It ain't any good to do it then. And I really want to do most of the place, but we can do that piece and that piece, because both of them have what was cut away from each field and then went back in and cows are, there's a strip follows this fence. Goes clear down to the end down there. That was cut off from the hayfield for 10-15 years. So it was early pasture, so it's rough. And same thing in the other field where the cedar trees are over there. The strip went full length to the back corner. And they're the ones that really need to get smoothed out. Then this one just needs to get cut up a little bit and throw some more seed on it, I hope. But it's pretty smooth, so yeah. Do it at the wrong time and we're screwed. Anyway, that sucker's about in down there, so I'm going to shut the pump off and go do a little feeding and call it a day. Not that it's been much of a day. Sorry I didn't show you anything exciting like I kind of planned. Number two, got home this afternoon and asked her if she wanted to work on the versatile, and yeah, you know how kids are. She was out partying last night. She wanted to sleep, so that's all right. Anyway, thank you for watching. And anybody wants to show up with a shovel and dig that out and see what the problem is, you're more than welcome. Bring what you need to fix it too. It's 4-inch PVC.